Hey, what's going on, guys? That I'd kind of, I'm out at sea, just kind of in pursuit of stuff, kind of had something I was thinking about. Actually, a lot of things, but one of them is just kind of the sense of pursuit. Just chasing after something that you don't have when you already have so many things that have already been given to you. It's the sense that we are always chasing after more, and no matter what we do, it'll never be enough. No matter what we're chasing after, there's always more. There's always more to gather. There's always more to learn and grow. It's like I hop on the Minecraft, and I could stay at my base, but instead I'm probably like 800 blocks off, just exploring somewhere else because I haven't explored this place. I already have my other thing, so now I need to explore more. And so it's this kind of constant pursuit that we're always looking to satisfy ourselves. And as soon as we have something, as soon as we acquire it, well, now I'm good. I looted that ship. Now I don't want to touch it again. Yeah, I already got that. So I'm looking for something else. Why can't I just sit and be happy with it? But it's kind of the way in which we're programmed is that we're always looking for something more. We're always chasing rather than looking for what we already have and enjoying what we already have. We're like, okay, that was nice and all, but is there something else? Is there something more? Is there more to it? Oh wow, this must be like way inland. Like this treasure. I get the treasure ship and I'm like, that's nice and all. The iron was nice, but I kind of want to find this little treasure chest. And after that, I'm going to want something else. And there's my horse, by the way. But that's kind of how it is in life, too, is that whenever we get something, maybe we make a certain amount out of our job, maybe we make some money, and maybe we get something we've always wanted for a birthday present, Christmas present. It's kind of the thing of like, oh yeah, you'll be happy with that for about a couple hours, maybe a week, and afterward you're like, it's all right. You get a new game, and then you're playing that for like a week, and then it's like, I need something else. I'm looking for something new. What is that? That's a little temple thing. I need to go check that out. See? That's another thing. I'm like, it's another new thing. Look at that. Like, is this where it is? Darn, I'm going to probably drown over here. But we're constantly chasing after more. And then we're never satisfied. What does it take for us to finally become satisfied with what we have? I mean, it's also a question of, is that a good thing to pursue? And ultimately, it comes down to, oh wow, we're right on top of this, huh? I don't know how to find treasure, so I just hope I know what I'm doing. Do I got a shovel? Yeah, I do. But it's a sense of dopamine versus serotonin. And we're going to dig underwater here, see how fast we find this thing. But dopamine is what's not within your physical presence. So it's everything that's around you, like all those blocks. Like I can't grab that right now, but it's close enough to where I have to go and get it if I really want it. That's the motivation that I have to go pursue it. It's not within my vicinity. Whereas, so it's the pursuit. It's not just the happy chemicals. Yes, it does happen when you eat sugar or chocolate or coffee or something. Like you get the nice little dopamine from it. But more so than that, it is the pursuit. It's the drive. If I'm eating a nice meal, that's one thing. But it's the pursuit of like, okay, I need to go get food, so I'm gonna go all the way to the store, get food, come back. It's the motivation that keeps you moving forward. Normally I don't feel like doing this, but now I'm desperate. Now I really want this. Like nothing's gonna get in my way. I'm gonna go out and get it. If I didn't have dopamine, I wouldn't be out here playing Minecraft and going anywhere. I would just be like, yeah, I wouldn't even be able to lift my hand off the keyboard kind of deal. Whereas serotonin is kind of like, this is all that I have right now. I have these emeralds and stuff. Oh, that's really nice. It's being comfortable, or rather content, with what you have. Oh, I don't need to chase after anything. I have it right now. And the thing is that whenever you acquire something, like the dopamine, you chase after something, then you have it. So it goes from dopamine to serotonin. So it's so short-lived. Well, I found a cookie. Great. Now I eat it. And now what? Now I have it and I feel satisfied, but what's next? Is there more? Is there, like, that's what you ask. Is there more to grab? Like, what's next? What? Can't you be happy with what you have? Why do you always have to ask what's next? Can't you be happy with what, like you found something great in Minecraft and it's like, oh, what's next? So it's this constant pursuit that we're never satisfied with what we have. Why not? Why can't we be satisfied with the things that we have? I think some of that's good to kind of have that pursuit, that craving for more. But at the same time, if you're just constantly going nonstop, then you'll never be satisfied. And you'll always be chasing and wondering why it's never enough. Why you always have to be chasing more. Why do you always have to be looking for something else to satisfy your cravings, and yet you'll never be happy? And at the same time, is that when you are constantly... Oh, gosh darn it, there it is. Look, iron. And is that water breathing? I guess that might be useful, right? I don't need these seeds. Heart of the ocean, I hear that's useful. I think I made that a long time ago. And cooked fish. I might want 4 fish. Look, now I found that, and that gave me a little dopamine boost. Like, oh, wow, that's exciting. But now I'm like, now what? Like, I found it. So, what do I do now? I should go check out the other monument. Like, why can't I be happy just going, look at all this iron, I got the heart of the ocean. Instead, it's like, oh, I got it. That's exciting. Now it's old news. And then I move on. And I'm like, okay, now I need to find what's next. What? Why is that always the case? Darn, I'm going to need to sleep. Let me go to here real quick and let's sleep. And the more that you chase, the more that you're kind of, whether it's consuming substances, whether it's like sugar, whatever. Like there's some of the addiction stuff too, where you get this idea of tolerance, where the more that you consume, the more you build up a tolerance. So it affects you less and less, and you have to have more and more in order to feel anything. So like finding one thing here, like if I'm exploring and constantly going around, finding, okay, I'm going to eat that if I have that there. Going around, I don't need that map, do I? Nope, gone. Where if I go around, it's going to take a lot more to satisfy me because I'm just constantly going. And the more that I go and explore, it satisfies me less and less. And I have to find more and more different and new and awesome things before I'm finally content. And even then, I don't know if that's the case. So it's like I'm never satisfied, and yet the more that I do, the less it satisfies me. I get used to it. I'm like, yeah, that's old news. And I need a lot more before I'm actually happy. Stop it. That's a cool fish. Mending? I'll take that. I will take that, punk. So yeah, it's the sense of constantly craving and then just getting used to it to the point where it takes a lot more for you to even benefit from it. It takes a lot more. And so you're just constantly searching in order to fill that void. And the thing is that with dopamine and really anything else, or rather I should say pleasure, we're constantly seeking pleasure. And there are 2 motivators in the world. You could boil it down to 2. You're motivated by pleasure, and you're also motivated by pain. And pleasure, we're seeking pleasure to get rid of pain, right? And so it's so crazy that we have 2 things that drive us in the world, and yet we're trying to get rid of half of them. Like, why? Why are we trying to do this? Why are we trying... I don't need that. Why are we trying to get rid of all the pain so that we can only feel pleasure? And as we're constantly looking for new stimuli, we're not settling down. We're constantly looking for new and exciting things to distract us, keep us from focusing on the pain, keep us looking for more entertainment, more pleasure to make us feel happy, to make us finally feel satisfied, and yet we'll always be searching and searching and we'll never find it. And the pain will always be there on the back end. In fact, they're actually linked. Is that when you look for pleasure and when you get pleasure, after a while, once you gain so much, you have a wave of pain. You've engaged in so much pleasure that then you feel fatigued, groggy, depressed. It didn't satisfy you. You crash. And it doesn't feel great. And so you look for more in order to feel great again. And that just leads to even more of a crash. So either way, even the more that you seek pleasure, it's always going to balance out back to pain. So either way, you're stuck with it. So part of it's like, all right, well, maybe it's time to get used to it. But the thing is that the real problem is the more you use, the less it'll satisfy, and it'll never make you happy. You can chase in small amounts, and it makes you temporarily happy, like a sugar rush, right? But it's never going to satisfy you. And so part of the unlock is bringing the balance back in the dopamine and serotonin between what you have and what you don't have. You know, you're constantly chasing, but at least enjoy what you have when you get it. At least balance that out where it's like, I don't have to chase. I don't have to go and pursue something else in order to be happy. Can't I be content with what I have? So one of the methods for actually doing that is one popular one is dopamine fasting, in which you get rid of everything that gives you dopamine, whether it's sugar, your smartphone, video games, all the things that give you that quick fix that make you feel happy, short term. You get rid of those things so it resets your baseline, so that you're like, oh, you can enjoy regular things again because you're not scrolling on YouTube or TikTok for hours and hours a day. You're kind of resetting that bar, so that way, oh, I can actually enjoy small things again. I can enjoy just I can enjoy just going outside and looking at nature instead of having to have all the stimuli back to back over and over again. I've taken enough of a break to where, oh, I'm actually fine with where I'm at. And so it kind of just resets that for you. You need to have that reset to reset your tolerance. But as well, it's not just by resetting the dopamine, it's also by focusing on the serotonin, focusing on what you do have, focusing on everything that you've acquired, the things that you really enjoy about life. Not just what you've chased, but what you've gathered in things, and you're not just gathering, throwing them in a pile and running off anymore. Instead, it's going, I've gathered these things. What do I enjoy about them? What do I enjoy about all these items in my inventory that I get to create and use? And it's like, oh, maybe I can build something with this. But instead, I'm like, oh, hey, wait, what's this? Like, right? Looting and whatnot. That's pretty cool. I don't really care for any of that. This is actually nice. That's a large portal, my friend. I gotta find my way back. I should have just followed the river. Oh well, we'll find my way back eventually, right? And explore new stuff. No, it's actually being happy with what you have and learning gratitude. Because honestly, I think the greatest threat to pursuing more, seeking more, is just thanksgiving and gratitude toward what you have now. I'm happy with what I have right now. I'm happy with the things that I have. I'm happy with the opportunities that I have. And it's reflecting on those things so that I can be satisfied. I don't need the outside world in order to make me happy. I don't need more in order to make me happy. I can be happy with what I have. And even if I don't have that, I can be happy with where I'm at. Regardless, I can choose to be happy. I can choose to be content. So why not practice that? Why not practice? One would be gratitude journaling, or just making it a practice to engage in gratitude. Here, I'll pick 3 things that, is my horse over here somewhere? I hope so. It's like picking 3 things every night to as you reflect back on the day. What is it that I really enjoyed today? What did I really do that really helped me out? Or that I'm just so glad I got to be a part of? Man, like, I'm glad that I got to have a productive day. Or I mean, actually, part of it's like, I got to rest today. I got to reflect on things that were important. I got to get some things done. Instead of looking, oh, what's tomorrow? What's coming next on my radar? What's going to stress me out? What do I have to prepare for ahead of time? Instead, can't I be happy with, I really did some great things today. I'm really happy for the opportunities that I've had. Man, that's really nice. I'm really grateful for that. And it's reflecting on that rather than just looking for what's next. Because what's next will never satisfy me. And I'll be in the same place that I'm at now, just going, oh, well, maybe we'll try again tomorrow. Maybe we'll have even more fun tomorrow. Like, can't I be happy with what I've just done? Like, you'll hear people on vacations a lot of the times. Like, I've heard some where it's like, they make it there, they go on this nice balcony, it's day one, they look over everything, they look over this nice, beautiful beach scene, a nice, calm ocean with clear waters, and they're going, man, let's make sure to do this again next year. What? Why are we focusing on next year? Why not just enjoy what you have right now? It seems so foolish to, whoa, chill out, bro, chill, that's scary. But why can't you enjoy and focus on what you have right now? Oh, man, I am so grateful for my life. I am so grateful. Where's my dumb horse? I need out of here. I'm done with this adventure stuff. I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy just to have a life. Get me out. I think I'm on the wrong island. I don't remember any of this. Darn it, I'm going to have to go replay the footage and see where I left off. But I'm so grateful for the journey, and I don't need to pursue anymore. And I'm satisfied with what I have. So it's recognizing what you have and being content with it, making that a practice, whether it's writing it in a journal every night, whether it's actually saying it aloud. But you're allowing yourself to be grateful. and to make that a practice so that becomes continually what you focus on, where you're engaging more in gratitude than in this meaningless, or I shouldn't say meaningless, but in this constant pursuit that just leads itself to never yielding what you think it will. And instead reflecting on the things that do have given you joy, and maybe finding that a lot of the things that you have do give you joy and you just never gave thought to it. You never put much attention to it. You never recognized that it made you pretty happy and that put you in a good position. So it's just reflecting on the things that you have instead of always feeling like you have to pursue something else in order to be happy. Just be happy with where you're at. Pretty simple, right? Yet it's so hard to do. So hard. I get distracted all the time from it. But, yep, that's our little lesson. Even as we're in the pouring rain, you know what? That's not a sour note. I'm thankful for the rain. I'm thankful that we get these nice little aesthetics. It's just nice. So, why not enjoy it instead of having to run around everywhere? Anyway, on that note, take care. Be grateful for what you have. Engage in Thanksgiving and in gratitude. Love what you have instead of the things that you don't. And engage in that every day. Thank you. I'm thankful for you, right? I'm grateful for you. See, now it sounds cheesy. All right, I'll stop while I'm ahead. Be grateful. I'm grateful for you. And I'll see you next time.